how do I deal with this, with other people's problem, and then I come home with my own a family, and I have my own problems. Like,
I deal with everything. As soon as you walk out of my office, your problem, your file close and put it in the folder.
so speaking of that, let's go into another topic. I know that you have another responsibilities to the society. You're a chaplain,
Yes.
right? What exactly is a chaplain? Because I know from the chaplain, when I watch movies, that there's somebody that prays for.
Yes.
For is that what a chaplain is?
Well, in most cases, that is what people expect that to do. I treat it a business, or it's not a business. Basically, it's a service.
Service, yes.
That I do it, and I do it for purpose of humanity. And I do it because it's not about, people think when I go and meet them, they think that chaplain comes and do a prayer for us.
Right.
Most importantly for me, when I go there, I just want to go and give them a presence of or purpose of their life. Because I told you in the beginning that usually things happen when people at their end of the life or something like that, they are more concerned about, did their life matter? Was their life something to do? Did that make any difference in anybody? If you make them feel good, it will make the whole impact differently. And the person who is probably either very sick or at the end of the life gets a little bit of light of hope in their self.
How do you deal with this personally? Because one time, me and you had to visit our colleague, unfortunately. Right?
Yes.
And I've seen you that we walk in the hospital, and I've seen you that your demeanor, that you're actually present, right? And I'm thinking to myself that if I was in your shoes, like how do I deal with this, with other people's problem, and then I come home with my own a family, and I have my own problems. Like, how do you manage to separate between the two of them? Like, how do you?
I've learned this. I've learned this very long back when I was in aviation. So this is, my boss taught me something. When I used to enter the airport for my work, my job was very stressful. Working in an aviation, especially at the airport, operation, it's very, very critical. We need to make decision in fractions of seconds to make some decisions. So it was stressful. My boss said that when you enter the building of the airport, leave your home behind.
Leave the baggage behind.
Yes. Yeah. And when you leave the airport, going out of that, leave the problems of the airport behind. But that was in the different business. So in our life, it's not easy.
I know, because you're dealing with people that is in their end of life, and I'm sure that you feel emotions,
yes,
that attachment to that person, right? And you come home and you bring that energy home, and you probably
we don't bring it home. You don't bring it home, definitely. There is one analogy, again, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
A person has a front yard and there are flowers there, certain kind of flower. This guy, when he goes inside the house with his friend, the person says something to the flower, and then he goes inside the house. So he asks him, I says, I have seen you. You're talking to the flower outside your home. He says, I'm telling the flower, and this is what I try to do it myself in a different analogy. I'm trying to say that what he's trying to tell the flowers, that I have this situations that I dealt with throughout my outside life. I'm leaving it with you. So keep it as a trust here. I'm going it. I don't want to take it with me inside. He goes inside. He has nothing to do with that problem. He's outside with the flowers out there. When he comes back, he takes that flower. He takes one flower out from there, keeps it in his pocket. That problem is now again to solve for the next day.
Right.
You cannot carry that problems with you in your family. I have situations. It's not just the spiritual care that I do. I have a real estate business myself.
Yes.
I do occasionally buy and sell. So there is transactions that I do, and you know how much transactions are stressful for us.
Correct. Yes.
So I am doing spiritual care where I see these patients, and at certain cases they are in the life and death situation. It's very painful.
Yeah.
Then I'm doing real estate. Then I'm also managing an office here,
Yes.
which I have.
As children.
Yes. So they are my children, and they all have problems. They all have the same multiple. I have a real estate business myself.
Yeah.
They have 100 times more because everybody brings their same problems to me. So
Yeah.
I have their problems.
Yeah. So how do you like?
And then I have my financial problems.
Correct.
I have my health problems.
Yes.
I have to handle all those things, yet I have to go home. Now, if I go home with all these problems and I hurt my family, are they being judged properly? Are they being treated well? No, because they are being pressurized because I bring all the problems to them and now I put them into trouble. So that will be unfair for my family. I deal with everything. As soon as you walk out of my office, your problem, your file close and put it in the folder.
That's a good
Next.
analogy.
And if I am disturbed with your problems and I'm being involved inside and I'm keeping it myself, I will probably go outside and have some fresh air, drink some water, try to change my, as I said, breathing pattern works sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I also get very angry. I said, I am a human being. And if I get angry and if I say something to you, you will get hurt and I will never be able to replace that because I hurt you once. Instead of you, if I come into this dark room here and I call and I abuse all these walls here and I say a lot of false language, do I hurt anybody else here?
No, because these
are all lifeless things. They have no value, anything. I express out my grief because I wanted to take it out.
Right.
I do that to the walls, not to a mirror, because you're seeing there.
Because you see me reflecting
I do
yourself.
take care of it in against the walls because they are not living. There is no impact there. And then I walk outside and I'm back to normal. So I do get stressed out with things. If I go out and meet a patient and I'm coming out, I'm really grieved, I'll go outside and cry. I'll take it out of my system. I am not meeting one patient in a hospital. Sometimes I meet 5 patients in the hospital.
Wow.
So if I'm dealing with one and I'm going to the next one, I cannot take that problem from one patient to another one. I'm here to solve, not to take and multiply their problems.
Do you handle patients that is close to you?
Yes. Yeah. It is more painful.
It's more painful.
I have my mother, my stepmother. She's in hospital for almost 3 years now. And sometimes I was with my mother in the hospital because I go and visit her regularly. So I see her. She can't speak. She can't express anything. She can't eat. I'm there. I can see her in pain. And then I'm coming out from there. I get a call from the hospital. There's a patient in emergency. They want to see their father is there. I'm going to see the father there or a mother. I don't remember, but exactly same time I was there. They were in problem. And I says, I'm telling you all these things. I'm just coming from my own mother for last 3 years. Or that time it was not 3 years, but whatever time frame I had. I said, I had been suffering just a couple of hours before I was with my mother in the same scenario like you are with your father right now. I can understand your pain and feeling, but at the same time, it doesn't help you. It doesn't. For me, it was easier to tell this person not to grieve because the father is quiet and cannot talk. He's in emergency. I don't know how long he's going to survive or not survive. And I've been in the same position about a couple of hours before with my own mother. I did not cry when I was with my mother. And I came out, I cried, I took my grief out. Now I have to go and meet the other patient. I cannot take my problems and see that patient or their family. I'm not just meeting a patient. Sometimes I have patients, they don't even get to talk to me.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not meeting them, but I have their family members. They're relying on my ability.
This is my world, my territory.